Hello, world of internet persons that you may be out there. Hello, my name is Susan, and we're here Friday night to do Friday night live, very free readings. So I'll wait until a few people come into the room before I start waffling off the security type information. See if there's anybody that's out there in the world that would like to join us as we explore the oracle of the Southern Cross stones. And yes, I guarantee you we are the real crew. This is not one of those fake profiles from various parts of the world. It is just me here with my beautiful pack of cards called the Southern Cross Stones Oracle. I think I'll give them a shuffle up and pick a card for me, because at this moment I'm a little bit rattled and annoyed at things I cannot change. So let me have a look and see what card I would draw for me. The card of messages and words. So this is a card for me, the card of writing, because that's really quite apt, because I am annoyed at someone else's writing, and I really cannot do anything about it. I've got 3 people out there in the world that are stealing versions of my name. They're taking my photographs, and one today has taken a whole heap of my videos as well. So that's quite a profound card for me to get in regard to how I'm feeling at the moment. So I'm certainly going to shuffle the pack a bit to get rid of my frustration and invite the energy of the room to lighten me up and clear it. So I just want to start by confirming that all of my followers will never ever receive any unsolicited friend requests from me. They won't get any private messages. Certainly won't ask for any private banking information. I'll never give you any links or ask you to enter your credit card details in Messenger. The way to communicate is definitely through my official Facebook page, which is the one that we're on now, Southern Cross Stones Oracle. There are 3 different versions of that name that seem to be floating about, which is highly frustrating, but I'm being told that there's not much I can do about it. So they do have copies of my videos, so you might feel like the page looks like me, but unless it actually says Southern Cross Stones Oracle, then it's not me. So if we can clear out all of that, I would love to deal a few cards for a few people. If there's anybody that would like a question asked, I certainly invite you to pop it there and ask your question. My wonderful helper, Miss D, will put me on the right path and encourage me to be in the zone so I can give you absolutely the best possible answer the cards can offer you. So, who do we have first, Dee?
We have the lovely Sharon, who would like a card regarding work.
Okay, the lovely Sharon. Okay, you've got the card of ambition. And what this tells me in regard to work is that you've been quite complacent is the word given to me. Yes, you do your work, you do work well, but do you push yourself? No. Do you try to be the best possible version of you? No. And this card is telling you that's all going to change. I actually felt like it was a new energy, a new job, a new role, and that this will, it will invite you to achieve. It will invite you to dust off your dreams, because it feels psychically like people around you are moving forward within their working and their career sectors, whereas you've remained a bit stagnant, and this is not something that you're comfortable with. This is not something that you wish to settle for. This is something that this card is telling you it's going. There is the great opportunity for advancement, and it feels quite quick, this card. I don't know whether it's 2 days, 2 weeks, but I certainly don't feel, I'm not getting a feeling that it would be 2 months. I'm getting a feeling more that it's like very, very soon. So what this card is saying is dream it, dream your job. Allow yourself to look for a role that will inspire, and so that you can inspire other people. Okay, so hopefully that card's given you the opportunity to think outside of the little work bubble that you might have found yourself in recently, and strive for a job that's a much better fit for who you are and your skill set. Okay, so hopefully that's answered your question and given you a couple more. Okay, thank you very much for coming. And I'd very much like to ask the people in the room if they would mind for me to like and to share the post, so that we can share the wonderful energy around into a wider base, and hopefully people that might need a card or some inspiration from the Oracle will be able to just pop in, and otherwise wouldn't have been able to find us if you had been wonderful and liked and shared. It's my understanding that you can share on your personal page as well as on other type pages. So whatever you're comfortable with, I would be very, very blessed if you would do the like and share thing for me. So Dee, who do we have that is next in line for a card?
We have the lovely Leah, who would like a card for the week ahead.
The week ahead, Leah. What this week ahead tells me is that it is frightfully busy. It's almost like, oh my God, you're putting 37 hours into every 10-hour period, okay? So what this card can be is very exhausting, but what this card feels like is very uplifting. It feels like you are going to be given a challenge this week that you will rise and absolutely conquer. And there's a sense of, oh my God, I did it. Oh my God, I was able. Oh, I just can't believe that the support that I was able to pass on to other people. So in regard to the week, most definitely, you're going to be kick-ass busy, and you're going to probably not find 5 minutes in as far as peace is concerned. But I see this as a fantastic card for you to have for this week, because you have had an energy that has been almost slightly mundane over the last few months, and the vibrancy and the energy that you're most comfortable with seems to be returning to your day-to-day life. Okay, so I say try to get a little bit of sleep, but enjoy this week coming. So hopefully that's answered your query of what's coming your way.
Oh, Sharon says, thank you. I've had the dream that I truly would like to bring in fruition. Better buy that winning lotto ticket. Thank you.
Ah, yes. I don't believe that anybody did that this week. So you're in for a chance for next week.
Okay, so next we have Kay. The lovely Kay would like a card to know if the mess and clutter will be cleaned up.
Let's have a look at the mess and clutter. Kay, I really get the frustration that comes with that kind of particular energy. as I was talking about earlier, when I started tonight, I discussed my 3 imposters that I have out in the world that copying me. So I feel like they're very messy. I feel like I'm being a bit cluttered. So I can understand it on an energetic level, and I'm very happy to see what the cards offer you in regard to how this is going to shift around you. Okay? So you have got the card of power. You have got the card of, oh my God, you have to open your voice up. So in regard to your question about the clutter, what this card tells me is that the clutter in your life is not actually yours, okay? There are other people that own this clutter, or that want to have this clutter, or believe this clutter is precious. So this card is inviting you to use your voice and to tell them without any misinterpretation an exact schedule of how this clutter can be cleared and how you can get what you want in regard to your personal power and your opening up of energy. On the flip side, or the dark side, as some people would say, this card can be telling you that you're highly defensive and that you're maybe not helping the processes by, I don't believe that you're adding to the clutter, but you're also, this card is inviting you to do something a little differently. Obviously, you have to be able to sit with what you do differently, just so that maybe not necessarily lower your defenses, but just act differently so that the clutter can clear. Because I do believe that it is other people that will be the solution to this, and that it is other people that will give you the power that you will have your energy back. So yes, in a simple way, the card's very clearly saying that that clutter will clear. And it's also saying that you've got a few jobs to do to help that happen. Okay? So, if at any time there is anybody in the room that you would like to, with their permission, add to a healing list, then please just write your comment. And I do have a healing list that I'm on with quite a few. Well, there was over 1 million of us on the healing list, and so it is very, very strong. A lot of light workers, a lot of energy workers, and we do daily healing schedules. So if you've got anyone in your life that would benefit from having an extra boost of healing energy, then please feel free to put it in the comments, and I'll gladly add their name to the lists that we work on. Okay, so giving the cards a really good shuffle, getting rid of that clutter from them. So who's our next person with a question?
Lovely Fiona would like a card, please.
Okay, Fiona, what have we got for you? What this card tells me is that you have a really strong sense of purpose and a really strong sense of commitment that you feel is not paying off at the moment. It's almost like, holy bloody duck shit, that is so much of an effort. Why the hell am I doing it? What this card is telling you is that the bonus is close by, that the commitment that you have shown to this is about to be rewarded for the effort. I'm not feeling that this is in a financial reward. I'm feeling that it's almost like a relief. Oh my Lord, I stuck with the program, I got on with it, and I actually did a really good job. Because what this card is telling you is to ease off on the self-criticism, and to ease off on the, oh, I could have done that, or I could have done, you know what, you did a really good job the way that you did it. So let the effort be rewarded, and let your commitment be shown in other people's, happiness comments and loving energies towards you, because there's certainly a lot of that around you, Fiona. So take a deep breath and enjoy the fact that your commitment has a reward for the effort, okay? So I hope that has had a message that you can understand, Fiona, and that you can take a deep breath and actually be a little nicer to yourself in your self language, okay? So I'll give the cards a shuffle again. For those of you that may not know, I use the Southern Cross Stones Oracle cards, and this is a card that I co-designed myself with a mentor of mine 30 years ago, and I personally find the cards very easy. I find them very accurate, and I find them very smooth to use. And I have had conversations with people who are new to oracle cards, who are new to reading as a spiritual tool, and their feedback's been quite positive. I did have one person say to me, "Oh, I can never make the cards like you do." So I'd like you to remember that I was part of the process that created them. So yeah, they do scream at me fairly often. So yeah, I would hope that if you have a set, or if you're looking to get a set, that you will be able to find them a useful tool, because that is my dream. So the lovely Dee, who do we have next, please?
Next we have the lovely Clinton, who would like a card for some spiritual guidance.
Okay, hello Clinton. I think that the card that you have drawn is a card of self-reflection. It's a card of a little bit of insecurity and a little bit of not knowing which direction you're going. And I believe in this uncertainty, that lies your answer of what you've been looking for, okay? I get a great yearning of energy. It's like, holy moly, what should I be doing? Am I even thinking about on the right track, okay? Am I even, yeah. But this card is telling you quite clearly that you actually have the quality, you have the traits that you have been looking for around you, okay? So this card invites you to do a bit of self-reflection, a bit of journaling work, and if you're brave enough, do some mirror work, because that can be really quite confronting. I noticed that we've got someone here in the room that wants everybody to inbox them. Please know that this is not me, and this is not a person that I would condone in any way, okay? So he is probably replying to everybody in the room right now and asking you to send him messages. Please don't do that. He's not affiliated with this page in any way. So back to your reading, my dear. I'm sorry about that intrusive energy, but that's actually how your life feels at the moment. It's almost like I'm getting all of these interruptions and I'm not even sure if I'm on the right path. I'm not even sure if what I'm doing is what I want to be doing. So what this card is offering you is the security and the knowledge that you are actually in the right place. You have the quality, you have the traits, and you have the nurturing nature and character that you so much see in other people and not able to see in yourself, which is why this card is asking you to be self-reflective and do a bit of journaling work. So hopefully that's able to give you a few jobs to do and to be able to answer your question, okay? Know that there's always help out there in a whole heap of variety, and the help does not come from people that are scamming for credit card information and links. They are just not the kind of people that are going to be helpful to you. So I have to ask myself spiritually, what is it about me that attracts these? Because I do watch a couple of other psychics who I've known for over 20 years, and they do a similar thing with live readings. And yeah, I don't know whether they are just better at getting rid of the people in the room, but yeah, they don't seem to have this constant spammingness that's coming up on my page. So, okay, I've given the cards a shuffle. Hopefully Clinton's got his message and he can have time to ponder how that sits for him. And I wonder if there's somebody else that would like a message from our Southern Cross Stones Oracle.
Well, a bit of positive feedback. So Fiona said thank you so much, right on the mark.
Thank you, Fiona.
And Carla's listening while she's making wedding flowers for tomorrow, which sounds pretty awesome.
All of that love and energy. I actually had a really scary dream this week, and I thought it was really scary because I was getting married in the dream, and I do not have that on my life plan. I just confirmed it with my universal guides that it's not something that I've been thinking of. But yeah, the thought of wedding flowers is kind of cute. And I love the fact that it would be a job of joy in being able to put together some flowers for somebody's wedding. So, did you tell me a question, Dee, and I forgot it because I'm all over the place? Or?
No, I didn't, but the lovely T is next, and she would like a card for her grandma and want to know if she's going to be okay.
Okay, Grandma's busy, okay, T? You've drawn a mix of cards that are very supportive of each other. Okay, what I'm getting with your grandma is that right now she needs people to listen to her. She needs to know that the words that she is saying is carrying some weight, because it's almost like what Spirit is telling me is that she's saying, why bother? Why bother? Like, she hasn't got her mojo. She's a very driven and very positive person. But right now, she's feeling down in the dumps, and she's feeling like she's not being heard, and that she doesn't have the backup that she normally has. She's a highly psychic woman, your grandmother. She's a highly intuitive woman, and she's what I call a under the ground light worker. She's somebody that toils away without people knowing. She's not somebody who makes it known. She is right now not at her finest, and I do feel that her path is very, very clear, and that she knows where she's going, okay? But she's asking the people around her to listen. Okay, so that includes you, my lovely. She would like you to listen. I get the amount of love and care that is around her constantly, but she's asking you to listen to what she's saying. So hopefully, my darling, that has given you a way forward with her, and that you can open up a conversation with her and tell her you are listening, you are connected to what she's saying. And I'm getting that she likes the colour blue, a deep, deep blue. So, I don't know, if you've got a local crystal shop where you could take her a little stone or write her a love letter on some blue note paper. And a nice, simple, from the heart, that, will tell her how valued she is. She's one special woman. So hopefully that's answered your question, my lovely. So,
okay, so the lovely Christy would like a card, and can you see her buying her own home?
Okay, Christy, let's have a look. Instantly, I'm getting a whole whoosh of energy in that. You have lived in quite a few houses. You have changed houses, you have moved rooms, you have done all kinds of things. So your own home is really, really important to you, okay? I'm getting right now that you have a lot of things that are kind of stacked against you in regard to getting your own home, but that this is ending because the card that you have picked for your question of will you get your own home is the card of peace, okay? And the card of permission. This tells me that yes, you will get your own home, that there will be a process that may take much longer. I'm not getting that it's in the first few months of next year. I'm not clearly getting what month it is, but I am clearly getting that you will get the house. I do think that Spirit is asking you to be a little bit more than just patient, and that the sense of hardship and the sense of, oh, have I cleared up all of this shit yet, is about how much you look after other people. It's almost like, yeah, to clear all of that energy, that's when your house comes to you. So in answer to your question, we definitely get a yes, but the cards also give you a fair bit of work to get to that yes, okay? So hang in there, and I'm not even a patient person. No, I can't even say I'm not particularly patient. See, she's laughing, because that is so true. I do not have the skill of patience. I do not have it. So, yeah, I can understand the energy behind those cards. It's like, well, okay, if I'm going to get my house, why can't I get it now? But, yeah, the cards are not working against you, but they're just telling you that, hey, your cleaning up hasn't quite finished yet, okay? Your cleaning up needs to finish before you move into your own place. Okay?
So,
give the cards a shuffle.
Clinton said, thank you very much and blessings to you.
Thank you.
Janine said that she shared. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pamela said sorry that she's late.
Pamela's busy being the whole Christmas thing.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that she found a moment to come into the room.
And next on the list, we have the lovely Carla who would like a card.
Oh, the lovely Carla surrounded by flowers or another colour? Very interesting. Lots and lots of spirit messages around Carla. I am getting almost like 100 spirits walk into the room here. The temperature has increased. I don't get sweaty very often, but it's like, Carla, you bring with you a ton of spirit messages. And what quite a few of them are saying is that it's okay, it's not the time to listen. It's almost like this crew that you travel with, it's almost like your spirit entourage will still be here for you when you want to communicate, okay? Because what the card's telling me is that right now your confidence is, it's not in the toilet, but that's what I want to say. It's kind of low there, and it's kind of like, oh, I need a flushing. I need to be able to whoosh out of all of this energy, okay? It's almost like this card is telling you, you have one more change in direction. You have one more decision to make that will be almost like, oh shit, that's freaking hard. I'm not really sure about that, and I'm no. But your spirit crew are there to tell you, yeah, we're the authority. It's the right decision to make. So what they're saying to me, Carla, is that you still have an uncomfortable decision to make in the very near future, and that this will bring along with it the opportunity to have a great deal more spiritual communication, okay? Words are really, really important to you, and you have a knack for understanding that has just developed over the last few months and has really changed, but also the way that you feel has changed too. So it's kind of like, I'm not really feeling an evenness there. So hopefully the cards have given you the opportunity to know that you are most definitely supported by a crew of spirit persons that are on your side, okay? So we'll shuffle all those spirits out of the cards. Like, my hands are so itchy from them. They're like, oh, wow. I would like them to flip away, come back later, okay? So I'm giving the cards a shuffle. So now that there's a few more people in the room, I just wouldn't mind popping back to the whole, you know, letting people know that I have a couple of wannabes. I have a couple of people who are pretending to be me. They've stolen my photos, my videos, they made Facebook profiles. They want to be called various versions of the Southern Cross Stones Oracle. But you know what? They're not me, and I think I've reported them approximately 7,000 times to Facebook. But apparently, you know, lots of them are not breaking any rules, so they can steal my pictures and my videos, and yeah, I don't understand it. But what I would like you to be aware of is that I would never, ever send you unsolicited friend requests, any kind of private messages. I'll never jump onto the chat, because quite honestly, I can't chat and chat as well. So, you know, I won't be asking you for, you know, go to this page and come for readings. I'm here with you guys in this room now, quite happy to do readings for you. I would never ask you for your credit card details. You know, I have my official Facebook page, the one that you're on, the Southern Cross Stones Oracle cards. And yeah, so messages would originate from me. So I would please ask you, if you're a little bit like not sure, oh, is that a bit dodgy? Just don't add them, because they will try to send you messages, people, and try to tell you that they're really bloody fantastic readers, and they can give you the most fantastic reading, and all you need to do is give you their credit card details and spend about $150,000. But I tell you what, apparently I can read fairly well. I'm really sometimes am gobsmacked by that. But I had a conversation with a lady last night who is a new person in my life. And yeah, turning out that, yeah, we're kind of on the same wavelength about a few things. And she asked me to step back and to give thanks for my ability to read. So I have done that today. And I'm really happy to be in the room with you guys tonight and be able to share my skills with you. So, my lovely Deanne, who's on my left, much better position, would really like to tell me if there's somebody else who would like a card.
I would, but I'd like to add to your, you know, recognising your talents by Kirsty's feedback that says, thank you, spot on, always, you blow my mind. And Carla says, oh wow, thank you. So just some nice like feedback. And next we have Adrian would like a card.
Instantly, my psychic has a block. How interesting is that? So I'm sorry about that, Adrian, but I'm just going to ask the pack of cards what they would like you to know. Okay, so they've given you the card of readjustment. So what that tells me is that you're putting a lot of effort into something that's not giving you the reward, and that it's not playing your song. It's not giving you the music that you actually would, you know, expect from the amount of effort that you've put into it. So this is almost like a, have I done a dead end? Have I, you know, actually not wasted, because no learning is ever wasted, but have I actually, you know, chosen something that doesn't sit with my values, my choices, and my direction? Because this card is most definitely a card that has plenty of rewards, but the rewards are surprising. It's not necessarily like, oh, I did that and I got this. This card is telling you your reward might come in a totally different package, okay? So hopefully that gives you some insight to something that's been around you certainly over the last few weeks. So I love the fact that getting some boys in the room, isn't that, well, you know, I generally attract women, so yeah, I like the fact that you've got a masculine energy out there. So I'll give the cards a good old shuffle up again. And let me see who is the next person who would like the cards to provide some guidance.
The lovely Janine would like some guidance from the cards.
Janine, you have the card of joy, the card of plenty. I get this. Whew, it's not baby energy, but it's new energy. It's exciting energy. It's like, whoa, you are, you know, like your brain is busy with entrepreneurial ideas. I get that. But your brain has actually got one that provides joy and financial abundance at the same time. There's a sense of movement in this card, like busyness, but it's joyful busyness. It's like, you know what? I actually have enough. I don't need to go chasing more. So what the energy that comes in is just like, wow, thank you for that. You know, there is, you know, the opportunity for a financial reward shortly. And I mean, in the next 2 weeks. So I don't know whether someone's just going to hand you money. I don't feel as though it's a suitcase full of money, but they might give you a couple of notes. And, you know, there's an absolute sense of joy around that. It's like, whoa, thank you very much. But yeah, you got nice energy, girlfriend. Nice energy. Make the use of it. Make it work for you, okay? So,
all right.
Give my lovely little deck of cards
And
a shuffle.
A shuffle for Erin, who would like to know about health.
Okay, now, Erin, I must tell you that here in Australia, I'm not sure where in the world you are, we are actually not legally able to give a reading about health. So what I'm going to do for you is look at the energies that are all around you and hope that the cards give you the answer that you thought that you were getting, okay? So I don't know why, but it's just one of those rules that the people who make rules have decided that, you know, like people who work in the entertainment industry, like cannot give readings on health. Maybe because I'm not a doctor. I don't know, but whatever. I can't specifically say I'm giving you a health reading. I can say, let's have a look at what the cards offer, okay? So what you've drawn is the card of processing, okay? So seems as, you know, if we think about what area you wanted to ask your question in, what this card is saying is that the time is now for you to make a decision. Were you thinking about having surgery or looking into something medical? Because this card is saying that the process is being sped up. There's a clearing of energy. There's a essence of joy around all of this movement. But I believe quite strongly that the time is now, literally now, within the next week kind of now, and that you will be going like, whoa, okay, had an opportunity to make a real difference, jumped on, and it really worked, okay? So in regard to what you were asking about, the cards are telling me you have a very, very clear cut of what you want to know, okay? Because of the way the laws are, I can't, you know, give you any more information than what is on the card, in that the time to act is right now and that you will have a resolution really quite quickly, okay? Very quickly. Hopefully that was able to give you some insight and make your decision-making process a little bit easier. I'll just have a little bit of my totally favourite liquid. I really do like that. Thank you very much. Give the cards a shuffle. These are a fantastic set of cards, same size as a normal tarot deck, and you will find them really quite comfortable in your hands. I am truly blessed that a few people do own them, but the only place in the whole wide world that you can buy these cards is from me, okay? So if anyone else offers you, oh, you can buy this deck from me, guess what? They're really not right. Okay, the lovely G. Who am I going to draw a card for next?
The lovely Sky. I love that name.
I love that name too. Blue. Okay, Sky. This is kind of my rumpy pumpy card, and like, you know, I'm in my 60s, so maybe you might not understand the terminology, but it's a very sensual energy, a very sexual energy. And this doesn't have to mean about sex. This is about the energy that's around you. That's about opening up and being ready for surprises and being like, whoa, thank you. That's really, really quite, very much interested in knowing that. So Sky, what the card is offering you is the opportunity to delight in something very pleasant coming your way. It's a little bit of a surprise, a little bit of a kind of, you know, hoping, dreaming that it was coming into your world. But there's definitely the circle of magic and enchantment that is around this card. This is a very nice card to have. So yeah, be prepared for a very pleasant surprise, because that's what the card is offering you, Sky. So you have to pop back in if you get this very pleasant surprise. We always love to know what you're willing to share. It might be way too personal. But yeah, you could always pop in and say, my pleasant surprise came along. Thank you very much. Okay. So I'm going to give the cards a shuffle, and see what is happening in the world of the internet.
So, the lovely Lynn said that she's glad she finally caught you live with the time difference.
Hello, Lynn. Where in the world are you?
She would like a card.
I'd love to give you a card. I'm experimenting at the moment, Lynn, with days and times. So if you're in a particular part of the world that you think, hey, come on, I really would like to see this woman, you can just drop me a message and let me know, because I'm finding what suits, and hopefully that will be a couple of times a week that I'll be able to chat to you live. So, my lovely, I've given the cards a really good shuffle, and I am drawing for you a card of freshening energy. This is about, oh my God, I'm getting it right. There's a sense of recreation. There's a sense of, ooh, absolutely, I'm really pleased to be doing this. What this is telling me, it goes much deeper than a physical healing. This is about a spiritual direction, a thing that you have changed, okay? The sense of renewal and cleansing. It's almost like I've got, you know, a full body, I'm not sure what they call it when they scrub your body and polish it and then give you a massage, like a whole process. Okay, what this card tells me, Lynn, is that you are so on the right track. You have the sense of, you know, renovation, restoration, refreshing. It's like you are definitely able to move past what I sense has been a very difficult and not a short time. I'm feeling that the last 7 to 10 years have been really quite hard going for you, and that you have had a sense of, you know, I want things to be different. Well, what this card is telling you is that your time of difference is now, and that from here on in, moving forward, you have your renewal. You have your sense of, oh, I'm doing it. So that's a fantastic card to get. So hopefully that's given you the confirmation that you need to continue walking towards the relief and the enjoyment that is in your very near future. Okay? Thank you very much for popping in. It's always, I'm so glad that we were able to connect in this way. I really do appreciate it. And please feel free to hit your share button and see whether any of your friends or people around you might like to pop in at some time. If they watch us when I go live, they'll get a message, and if they're around and they pop in, they might get a message from the oracle cards, and this will be something that I love to do. Okay.
So Lynn is in Johannesburg.
Oh, Joe. Nice.
And Sky said that whatever you said about the energy, it's what she's been embracing lately, and wonderful. She loves it. Thank you.
Great.
And T said she was planning to make her grandma a letter, and she'll do it on blue paper, and that she pulled a card from her own deck, and it was exactly the same one.
Beautiful. That just that makes me all wet and woolly and so very happy. When for like people that don't know me, I've been reading for over 40 years, and I go off with the fairies. I'm just, I'm really into the reading that I am giving you. I'm really, I'm not thinking of anything else. And so people have said to me afterwards, oh, you said to me, and I'm like, no, I have no idea, because I am totally into it and totally committed to that reading process, and I don't restore any of the information. So your feedback is so very welcome, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you. So
okay, so next up we have the lovely Sally, who would like some guidance with a card, please.
Okay, Sally. Wow, I'm definitely getting a whole boost of busy other people. It's like you're surrounded by a whole heap of busybodies at the moment, and I'm not sure that I mean that in a pleasant way. There's a couple of people that could do with their energy renovating, because the cards are saying to me that the best thing that you could do for yourself at the moment is find 5 minutes peace from these might be people that you totally love, Sally. These might be people that, normally would never drive you nuts, but the cards are saying right at this moment, yeah, they're kind of driving you nuts. So let's see which card you pulled for that. Okay, so you have drawn, very interesting card. The card of relationships. This is the card of, you know what, I'm really bloody busy at the moment, and no, I can't get around to those dishes, and I'm not going to do that. It's like the people in your world are not necessarily able to even the energy, to pull their weight, as my mother would say. And it happens in life. People get busy and they can't do the dishes, or the dishes aren't really important. But what this card is saying is that around you at the moment, you have a little too many people that are all kind of doing the same thing, and that exhaustion is all yours. So what this card is offering is the opportunity for you to have a few boundaries. I'm not saying that you need to, tell people to, have a screaming match and settle, in the most, violent argument. I'm saying that this card is offering you to draw a line in the sand that's like, yeah, well, you know what? This is how I like it, and this is what works for me, and let's see if we can create it, okay? You have a wonderfully profound sense of family, and I feel that you accept family into your heart really quite quickly, and that you over the next 2 months you will have 3 people that are new people to your world, and they will come to mean so many things to you. There's a sense of family, there's a sense of love, there's a sense of connection. So Sally, this is a really fantastic card to get, even though initially you might think, holy shit, I don't want all that work. This card is telling you that the benefit is most definitely there for you. Okay, so hopefully that's answered your question about the shifting energies that have been around you, Sally, and the I'm not really quite sure whether I like that kind of energy too. So yeah, you're certainly going to have a sense of delight around you. Okay, so I'll give the cards another little shuffle. We had a very warm day here today in Perth, Western Australia, which is where I live, and I've got the kind of body that absolutely loves warm weather, but I did have the pleasure of going to the swimming pool with my 2-year-old grandchild, who's an absolute live wire, and you can guarantee this little Nana cannot keep up with her. But it was a fun couple of hours where we got to splash and play turtles and whales in the water. So I feel that I was truly blessed. My week has been quite good. So yeah, I'm always interested in finding out how your week's been, and I'm really happy that we have quite a few people that like to pop in when we do our live readings, and be able to share with us and do the whole help me get out there in the world as well, which I really do appreciate. So, my beloved Dee, tell me, is there someone else who would like a question?
Yes, Sally says, thank you so much, it all makes sense. And the lovely Louise would like a card, please.
Hello, lovely Louise. There is 2 cards for you, okay? And they're kind of in direct conflict to each other. So the first card you've got is the card of busyness, the card of learning, the card of, oh shit, I'm not actually quite sure if I got that right. And the card that dropped out with it is the card of, ooh, that's good. Ooh, I've got the right. It's got like the kind of fairy feel to it. It's got like the, ooh, that will work out. I'm psychically getting that you have a block on your words at the moment, and this is really important for you to be able to work at getting past, because it's almost like Spirit is saying to me, she doesn't need to shut her mouth. Like, it might be your habit to shut your mouth, but there are words that need to be said around you, and it's really quite supported if you like, I can't make you brave enough. I can't say, yeah, go ahead and do it. I can tell you though that Spirit is with you and will help you through any kind of angst that you feel at saying the words that are really important to you, okay? So both together they do, put in a bit of work, but it's almost like neither are negative. And the ruling card, the fairy card, is there's a sense of relief around you. It's almost like, yeah, okay, that's it. That's what I expected it to be, okay? So hopefully that giving you some insight into the things that are happening around you at the moment, and that you are able to make a difference to how you've been looking at the way you've been approaching things recently, okay? Be kind to yourself. Be kind. So who do we have, Dee, for the next question?
We have the lovely Jenny would like a card.
Okay, that's a good, strong name. Let's have a look. We're going to give the cards a really good shuffle and a really good boost of energy. My hands are burning. Very interesting. Very interesting. What this tells me, Jenny, is that something's going to happen really quickly in your world, okay? And really quickly and, almost like surprisingly, okay? So you've drawn the card of transitions, okay? And what this can mean is that you are stopping something that was important to you. You are stopping something that previously was, like you might have thought that it meant the world to you. Whereas this card is offering that it was only meant as part of the world, okay? There is a sense of sadness around you, Jenny, and there's a sense of, your whole thing's in for a long time. That's okay. That's, totally your choice. But what this card is saying to you is that maybe there are a couple of things that you don't need anymore, that you can let go, that you can give away, that you can just, park up in the spiritual space for later, because they'll be there for you when you're ready to take them back. But this card is definitely offering you the opportunity to unload, to download, and to have that whole dump, and push energy around, okay? What I'm getting, like, you have a lot of spirit people with Jenny, and a lot of people who talk really, like, I'm not getting it. So I'm not sure what they're saying to me, but I do get that there is a younger man in spirit that is really important to you. I'm getting that he's passed, long time ago, and that he has a message to give you in about a car. I don't know why, but cars are really important, and the message is about a silver or a light colored car. It's definitely not white. And what your spirit guide is telling me is that you know what, he's standing there telling you that's not the car for you. So I'm not sure if you're considering buying a new car over the next couple of months, but he's really quite clear that if you listen to him, he will give you the right car, okay? Because I get a sense of lots of cars, lots of transport. It's like, I don't know whether that will just be a big decision for you and you need to take time to do it, but he's quite clear. He'll be there to help you. So I'm not sure who he is. He's not telling me his name, but he says, she knows me. So yeah, hopefully that has answered your question, but given you lots more, and giving you the confidence that you have a great deal of support in the spirit realm that's constantly helping you out, okay? So I'll give the cards a little shuffle again.
Okay, so I hope I say this name right. Retic would like a card.
Okay. Hello. Retic, let's give you a shuffle and see what the cards offer you. Okay. This to me feels very much like a business opportunity. It's almost like you've been putting in a lot of hard work for other people, and what they promised you has not come. Okay, but what the card is telling you is that you have a breakthrough, you have an opportunity, and you are going to nail it. There is a sense, I don't know whether you work with emotions or whether you work with, I'm getting that the heart is really important. I don't feel as though you work in a marriage agency, but there's certainly a great deal of love that is around you. But I'm also being told by the card that you've not been as comfortable as you want to be within your work, and that this is changing, and that you're more able to make choices, and there's a better money flow, and there's a better energy flow. There's a much better settled emotion. You're somebody who feels things intensely and feels things like for other people as well, and this sometimes can affect the way that you interact with other people. But what this card is offering you is a chance to be recognized within your work, and to have more payment and more recognition for what is that you do. Okay, so know that the next few months are really important and vital changes that work in your favor. Okay, so hopefully that card has spoken to you and you can see where that is most helpful to you.
So Jenny said spot on, thank you very much. And Retic said, oh wow, it makes sense to me. What an amazing reading, really appreciated. Thank you very much. And we are on 8 o'clock, but I do have just one more person that I did say yes to. So can we fit them in?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's do it, baby.
So the lovely Viv would like a card.
Hello, Viv. I tell you, you're a lucky girl. I love this slipping you in thing. So I'm going to give the cards an extra shuffle, because I feel as though you have around you a number of questions that are not ready to be answered. And what I mean by that is spiritually, you're not ready to open the next door. So let's see what the cards offer for you for insight for something that you can do, okay? So you've drawn what I call my movement card. So I don't believe that this is about a house move or getting on an aeroplane. I do believe that this is that you are going to pick one room in your house and that you are going to change it. And this change seems to bring with it the confidence for you to make other changes, okay? I believe quite strongly that you spend 99% of your time in doing things for other people, and the cards are telling you that now you need much more than that 1% that you've been giving yourself. And there's a sense of, oh, I can't do that. I have to be busy for other people. Whereas this card is telling you to be busy for you, okay? And to make the changes and have the shift and to be able to make a difference for things that really work, for people that really work for you. Because I believe that you're quite often surrounded and feel quite alone. You're quite often surrounded by people that you actually don't know or don't want to know. And that it's sometimes like, whoa, how come I don't see the point in this? So what this card is saying is that there's a change in your boundaries. There's a change in the things that you want and need for you and the things that you consider important. I see this as a card that does come with a bit of work. And I do feel quite strongly that you might not feel ready for the work. But you know what? That's perfectly okay, because this work will still be there for you when you are ready. And this work will give it to you in bite-sized pieces if that's the way that you want to do it. It does feel like a bit of a project. It doesn't feel like, oh, one or two things and I'll have them all sorted and everything will be, how I want it. But I believe quite strongly that you are up to the task. You are capable and you are willing and you can see things from a number of different angles. And that is a blessing. That is an absolute blessing. So give yourself credit there. So it's a lovely energy to feel. And I will certainly add you to my healing list if you would like. Just please mention it in the comments, because I feel that you could do with a boost of healing energy simply from the busyness that has been around you, okay? So the lovely Dee has told me that we have spent our time together on this Friday night.
A few people missed out, so maybe you could let them know how they might be able to connect with you.
Yes.
Moving forwards.
I would tell you that I will most definitely be on my page. That is this page, the Southern Cross Oracle Stones. I will be on this page next Wednesday, most definitely, and a bit later than it is now. So whatever the time is in your world right at this moment, add an hour or so, and I will be on Wednesday night. And I also plan to be back next Friday, okay? So I'm not quite sure whether how my schedule looks, but I think that, yep, I'll be back Friday as well, but Wednesday most definitely. If you press the following thing on this Facebook page, then it will come up with notifications of when I go live. But my aim is to go live 2 or 3 times a week, and to be able to help out as many people as I can, because I value the value of service greatly, and I love to be able to be useful and helpful, and sometimes I just really like to be annoying as well. So apparently I'm really quite good at that last one. So I would like to say thank you very much for coming in tonight. I really appreciate meeting you. And if you have enjoyed our time together, if you could hit the share button after the video gets loaded up, I would really appreciate it. Helps me get out there in the world, and I really do want to be able to know that the people that are interested in my lovely Southern Cross Stones cards are able to access it. Okay, you stay safe, stay well, and hope to see you again sometime in the very near future. Thank you very much.